Max! Henry Snotson here with Telesnot for Snot League. Round 3 recap. The pitch is a butcher's block after round 2's carnage. Hobgoblins turned Minotaurs into stew. Halflings shocked the league. And Nagas ditched pitch for sushi. Now we're diving into more chaos, with Dark Elf Pirates, Holy Nuns, and Rat Ogres swinging for glory. We're on the road to the knockout stage, and every point counts. Let's see who bleeds out first. Strap in, and let's dive into the chaos. Yo-ho-ho, it's an elven derby! More chances to see dead elves. Corsairs of Doom against prancing pummelers. Black Ark Pirates took on Avalorn's Maidens in a lopsided thrashing. The pummelers hunted for gaps, but the Corsairs' defense was locked tighter than a troll's grip. No way through. In the final moments of the first half, an Avalorn Maiden broke free, only to get flattened to the tune of pirate shanties, ball snatched, lights out, and the infamous elven bullshit. The ball rocketed across the pitch, handing the Corsairs a 1-0 lead at halftime. Second half, the Pirates didn't let up, piling on the score as the Maidens fumbled. The pummelers put a good fight, but something always went slightly wrong. Dodges failed, sprints turned to skids. Every mistake met with cutlass-waving punishment. The Corsairs claimed a ruthless victory. Avalorn's on the ropes now. Every point's worth its weight in gold, and they're running dry fast. And who's still charging ahead? Joseph Moranian's Mordheim Wanderers. But the fierily molten core renegades made these nuns sweat. Chaos dwarves came swinging, cutting down the sisters' ranks. Yet the Holy Squad clawed a first-half lead with pure grit. Second half was a brutal siege, nuns holding the line like a fortress under attack. More and more of them were begging the helpless and overloaded apothecary for help. Yet their desperate prayers sparked a miracle. Renegades kept fumbling the ball. Was it a divine intervention, or it was just the ball that soaked in blood too much? Either way, the sisters secured a Pyrrhic win. But hey, it's still worth the same on the scoring board. Another desperate scramble for points, and it's Draco Raiders versus Hung Jury! Our dapper barbarians tried halting the dragon charge. Good luck with that when a 15-ton beast wants through. No surprise they failed, but these dragons do more than stroll. Second half, Hung Jury built a cage thinking it'd hold, until Sivak Dante's wings proved they're no decoration. The giant dragon crashed onto the ball carrier, cutting off his what the before it started. The match turned into a brutal tug-of-war for the ball, which the Raiders finally yanked clear of their end zone for a 1-0 win. Victory's theirs, but another dragon's down. Can their treasury handle these pricey lizards? For Hung Jury, this loss is a death knell. Will they appeal in time? Tune in for episode 4. Hold on to your skulls. This match was a roller coaster of shocks and drama. Sheet Freaks, eyeing a knockout spot, faced GKS Samurai's determined Nippon warriors in a do-or-die clash. The samurai sliced through the left flank, their armored gauntlets shredding the ghosts. Ha! Seriously, who thought to use bedsheet as armor? But the undead had their zesty zip, harrying the ball carrier despite losses. When a Nipponer hesitated, a Banshee blissed, hurling him off the pitch. The ball sailed far, sparking a mad dash that the Speedy Spooks won. Seconds before the first half ended, the ghosts tried a risky foul on Oni, the Nippon's big guy, but the ref was watching. Sheet Freaks' manager claimed it was accident. And the Oni's quick recovery might have helped sell that excuse. Second half, the ghosts pushed for more but rushed it, losing the ball and letting the samurai level the score. Sheet Freaks' losses piled up, and their Necromancer completely ignored the moaning players begging for regeneration. Too busy sipping tea, I guess? The 1-1 draw nets both a point, but that Necromancer's got a mountain of bed sheets to stitch, and once that Necromancer's done with the stitching, the Malachai's madmen dwarves may be knocking on his door. Why? Let's spill it. These Beardies and Skaven share a hatred for each other, but that match was pure bloody violence. The rats brought Bomber Dribble Snot to twist the knife, taunting the dwarves with every blast. Explosions shredded slayers, while rat ogres stomped the survivors into the dirt. The madmen fought back, but it was no be kind to a shorty day. Rat Attack claimed a 2-0 win, racking up 5 lasting injuries, and for dessert, Stuck murdered Crom the Calm right at the end. Pointless for the result of the match. but the crowd loves that senseless carnage. The dwarves are in serious trouble now if they hope to escape the group. Solar elven bones finally clash with moot moldies. After an unbearably long pause, thanks to both necromancers wrestling their sleepy players who never stop whining about 5 more minutes.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! You're getting comfortable!
The match itself? Decent. The Halflings botched a hack, lost the ball, and a touchdown in their own drive. Then, a wizard spell shattered the elf cage, letting the moldies tie it up. Late push saw a Halfling toss flop. This particular little fellow will probably refuse to be tossed again, while the elves tries to save their skin, considering they don't have any. Kicked the ball far off target. Lucky for them, no expired Halfling reached it. A dull 1-1 draw. Exasperated, what can we expect from teams that likes to nap so much? We start Group C with Hasumabito Roosters versus GKS Hobie. Let's be real. Nobody bet on the underdogs here. But these wannabe ninja halflings fought harder than any hobgoblin foe yet. The Roosters brought in Nedley Veruca for backup, and before the ref could toss him, he shanked a hobgoblin with his dagger. After all their stabbings, they deserved a taste. Then there's Yakitori Ramen, a Komusubi halfling, the pint-sized sumo who, instead of throwing, breaks his teammates like fortune cookies. Sweet Nuffle, that halflings got strength. GKS Hobie underestimated these tiny terrors and, oh, did it cost them. The halflings lost 1-2, but left a mess. 3 opponents crippled, 1 dead, and a cheeky touchdown that stung Hobie worse than the body count. The crowd went wild, roaring for the Roosters' fearless fight. These halflings may have fallen, but they've snatched the fans' hearts again with their gritty guts. Till tasting that elf derby? Yuck. Time for a juicier Snakemen derby. Serpent Strikers versus unfettered Negativity. These slithery cousins clashed in a tangle of scales, and for once, the rappers got wrapped, both teams choking on their own tricks. Strikers tried to coil Negativity's stars, but the Nagas slithered back, wrapping Striker's ball carrier. What to do if you can't dodge? You smash! And smash they did. Neither side's armor held, leaving a trail of broken scales and bruised tails. Negativity's linemen had it worse, dodging Striker's strikes while their own hungry teammates eyed them like lunch. Talk about a family feud. The brawl ended 1-1, with each side scoring through sheer spite. But Nuffle's beard wasn't bloody. 5 players mangled, tails twisted, bones cracked. Yet miraculously no deaths. The crowd roared for the gore, loving every hiss and crunch as these snakes proved they bite back hard in a draw drenched in venom. No match to see here! Excalibur's forfeited, handing filthy animals free points. These druids bailed, refusing to hurt already battered beasts, plus some vitally important rituals forced them out of the league. Don't fret. New druids from Albion's forests are stepping in, inheriting a grim point tally that's no picnic, but these greenhorns might stir the pot yet. As for the Minotaurs, that situation a lifeline. Every animal's player bolted back to the hospital to continue their rehab, licking wounds and praying to Chaos God for strength. What a glorious gore fest we have in round 3. Only 2 teams stand undefeated, GKS Hobie and Mordheim Wanderers, both with full points. But Moranian's Nuns edge out with a pristine clean sheet, with no ball slipping their touchdown zone. On the brutal side, GKS Samurai and Sheet Freaks are neck and neck, each dishing out 12 injuries. That's a whole team mashed to pulp. These guys know how to break bones. And Molten Core Renegades, as only squad remain uninjured, it's quite easy when you have Dwarven steel armor. After that blood-soaked round, what can we expect in 4th? I expect even more carnage. Lots of teams have the last call to fight for their spot in the playoffs, and those who lost all hope of advancing will probably focus on making sure they take someone with them. Ah, classic. That's all we have for you folks. See you in the episode 4. It might be in slightly delay because vacation season is in full swing. Remember, stay warm, stay bloody. Henry Snotson, out!